forehead, the bindi on the forehead, and intelligently beautify the rest of the image. This also works really well with nose pins. Thank you. I think this one's also quite interesting. So because we trained this on faces of Indian men, we were able to tune it to preserve details of facial hair as well. So again, if you look at the typical algorithm, there's no detail in the beard. But if you compare it with Beautify 4.0, you can see individual details, hairs on his beard. So I'd like to give a big shout out to our dedicated camera tuning team here in India. They're the ones who made sure that the Redmi Note 5 Pro camera is top notch. If any of you have been to our office over the last few months, you would see some of these folks walking everywhere, taking photos in all different kinds of conditions. And I'm really proud to say that their hard work paid off. This camera is awesome. So that is the camera. It's the amazing portrait mode in both the front and the rear, powered by our AI-based algorithms. It's a dual camera with 20 megapixel on the front and Beautify 4.0 on both the front and rear. It's a perfect portrait. And as I mentioned earlier, I honestly believe that this is the best camera we've ever shipped in a phone here. It really is India's camera beast. So we have one more AI-based feature to show you, and that's Face Unlock. So this is the first time we've ever released Face Unlock here in India, and it's actually faster than a fingerprint reader. It's pretty cool. So our face detection algorithm scans facial features in roughly 500 milliseconds using a high accuracy matching mechanism. And Face Unlock is coming soon. It'll be released via an OTA by the end of March. All right, price. So we did some comparison to phones around this performance. And it's important to note that why we picked these phones out is that you can't find this kind of performance until you go up to phones of this price. Chip-grade performance from the Cryo cores, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and that RAM is fast. LPDDR4X RAM, which actually the Galaxy S8 doesn't even have. And my personal favorite, it has a 4,000 mAh battery. You cannot get this kind of performance in a phone with a battery like this. If you use any of these phones, you will inevitably run out of battery. And that does not happen with Redmi Note 5 Pro. And then the camera is great. The dual camera on the rear and 20 megapixel front camera. So we have two versions. The 6 gigabyte version with 64 gigabytes of internal storage is $16,999. Again, this phone, I think if you were to compare the features, you will not find a phone anywhere like this until you get up to $35,000-40,000 bucks. We also have a 4 gigabyte version with 64 gigabytes of internal storage. Again, DDR4X RAM. And the price of that is so that's two phones today. Redmi Note 5, which is India's all-rounder. You get an all-new design, a better camera, particularly in low light, and the same great performance and battery life with the same great RAM-ROM configurations at an even better price. And Redmi Note 5 Pro, which again is the best camera we've ever shipped in a phone here, It has pretty much everything. We couldn't fit it on this slide. I don't know what else we could have added to this phone. And it's just $13,999 for flagship grade performance, 4 gigabytes of super fast RAM, and an amazing camera. And you get a 6GB version at $16,999. So if for some reason you are not entertained yet, which I find highly unlikely, we do have one last thing to share with you. And for that, I'll call on my friend, Mr. Sudeep Sahu.
Thanks, Jay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sudeep. I'm a product manager here at Xiaomi. Now, some of you guys might recognize me. I used to sit in one of those chairs during a launch event. But today, I'm really excited to announce the last product introduction. Now, this product is something that you all have been asking us for the last 3 years. Can you guys guess it? We're bringing for the very first time Mi TV to India. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. This is the first time we're bringing the TV outside China, and India is the first country to get it. Now, we showcased this product last year in CES Vegas, and we got great reviews from all our media colleagues. In fact, some of them said, this sets a new standard in film television. But my favorite quote is this one from Engadget. This TV, once you take a look, it's a head turner, and it's really, really, really sexy. Let's take a look at the product video which we have for you today. It's pretty awesome, right? The Mi TV 4 comes with an iconic design, and it's all about the 4.9mm thin. In fact, this is so thin, this is the first thing you'll notice when you look at it. Now, finally, Manu can believe that there are things slimmer than me. Not just TVs, you can compare it with any phone right now in the industry. This is slimmer than all the smartphones out there. In fact, it is 38% slimmer. Thank you. It's 38% slimmer than the Galaxy S8. Now, all of you guys must have gotten a box, right? Can you take and check out what's inside it? The Mi TV 4 is as thin as this coin right in your hand. It's pretty amazing, right? It's this thin. Can you believe that? And I'm really proud to say that this is world's thinnest LED TV. We're really, really proud of this. To make this, we had to make technological breakthroughs in all departments of engineering. And we are sourcing world-class Samsung panel to fit in the display. To fit this display, we have a frameless display panel. If you look at a typical TV panel, you have this thick bezels all around. But with Mi TV 4, it comes with a frameless display with almost no bezels. And the metal frame melts into the whole display. You can check it out later at the experience zone. No matter what you're watching, be it your favorite Star Wars movies, or Star Trek, for all the fans out there, or that epic scene from Gladiator, or that favorite first Iron Man movie from Marvel, Mi TV 4 makes you feel that you're right there in the moment, thanks to the frameless display. Not just that, we have also sourced all the premium materials all around the TV. And it really blends well with any kind of setup. No matter if you wall mount or you tabletop it. Mi TV 4 looks just like a piece of art in your home. This is by far the most beautiful TV that we have ever built. Don't you guys agree? So the Mi TV 4 comes with a massive 55-inch display. And the bigger the display, I think the better the experience, right? And if you compare it with the 32-inch, it's almost 3 times the size. So it gives you a great immersive viewing experience. Not just that, Mi TV 4 also comes with 4K Ultra HD resolution. Thank you. If you compare this to all the popular resolution out there, the 4K Ultra HD has 8 times more pixel than your regular HD panels. The Mi TV 4 also comes with the latest technology. It comes packed with Amlogic's 5th generation quality engine and my favorite, the HDR. Now if you take a look at this picture, HDR makes everything look really crispier and brighter. Do you want to check that again? This is without HDR and this is with HDR. HDR just brings and punches in more color and contrast in every scene that you watch. So the Mi TV 4 comes with unrivaled image quality, and it really breathes life into each of those 8 million pixels. So that's the LED TV, Mi LED TV for you. But it's not just another TV. It's of course a smart TV. Thank you. Now, to power this smartness, you need flagship hardware. So let's take a look at some of the specs. Mi TV 4 comes with Amlogic's 64-bit quad-core chipset, coupled with 2 GB of RAM and 8 GB of storage. Trust me, guys, when you start using this TV, you'll realize how fast this TV is. Not just that, for a complete cinematic experience, you need great audio. Mi TV 4 comes with Dolby Audio with DTS HD codec to give that complete cinematic experience. We also have enough connectivity options, by the way. We have 3 HDMI, 2 USB, a high-speed Ethernet, and dual-band Wi-Fi. But my favorite is the Bluetooth 4.0. You can connect all your favorite headphones. Now, let's talk about why do people buy a smart TV. And when we asked around, they all had one common answer. It's content. You guys want to watch your favorite TV shows or that favorite movie, right? And we're really proud to have partnered with India's top content providers. We are partnering with Hotstar, we have Root, we have Sony Live, we have Hungama Play, Z5, Sun Next, All Balaji, Dio, not done, TVF, and Flixtree. You guys like it? Not just these, we'll be also actively working and trying to bring more partners on board. But with all these existing partners already, if you count the number of hours, that's over 500,000 hours of content on your Mi TV. Now, if my math is correct, you will literally need 57 years to complete watching all this content on your TV. With this, I think we can crown the Mi TV as the king of content. Don't you guys agree? Also, almost 80% of this content will be absolutely free to watch. Now, I love football, and FIFA World Cup is happening later this year. With MeTV, you can watch all the matches live thanks to our partner Sony Live. Now, I'm sure all the parents out here will really, really appreciate this. We are partnered with Boot to power our entire kids section so that you can keep all your kids entertained all through the day. Hungama is launching the originals, and you can watch it on Hungama Play right on your MeTV. I want to take a moment and thanks all our partners. Thank you guys for working with us in helping us build India's largest content library. Thank you so much, guys. We really, really appreciate all your effort. Now, that's over 500,000 hours of content. Now, you must be wondering, how do you find that favorite TV show that you want to binge watch, or that movie that was launched a few weeks back? I'm really proud to announce that we have built India's first TV operating system that puts content right on your homepage. And we're calling it the Patch Wall. This is completely going to change the way you're going to interact with your TV. This has been built from ground up completely for India with a lot of customization. And I'm going to talk to you about some of the things a little later. But first, let's take a look at the product video. I'm sure you guys are going to start loving it the moment you start using it. And once you start using this operating system, you will find so hard to go back to any other TVs out there. Let me quickly show you some of my favorite features. With Patchwall, you have endless content flow right on your homepage. And it's literally endless. I would encourage each one of you to try this at the Experience Zone later. Not just that, we have solved a very big pain point. On Patchwall, there's only one search. We're calling it the universal search. And you can find any content from across all the partners. One place. Just imagine how powerful this is. Not just that, later this year, we're going to introduce Profile so that you can have personalized recommendation based on your taste. Now this is our Mi remote, and I'm especially proud about this design. This is a unique 11-button design, which makes it super easy. Just look at it. It's clean and it's easy. It also has Bluetooth, so you don't have to point to your TV to control it. And this is so easy. In fact, we can give it to any kid, and he or she can start using instantly. There's literally no learning curve in using this remote control. Okay, let's summarize what we've spoken till now. It's the world's thinnest LED TV at just 4.9 millimeter, Comes with 4K HDR frameless display and over 500,000 hours of content, all with a revolutionary TV UI, which we're calling the patch wall. You guys like what I'm saying? Right. Okay, so with that, I'm sure some of you must be wondering, I think we are ready to cut the cord. The matter of fact is there are over 200 million households here in India who pay for content even without internet. In fact, I have a set-top box at home and I pay over 600 rupees every month. Now the problem with this is you're stuck with two different remotes and there's two different UI. And on a smart TV, when you go to that HDMI source, you have this very sluggish UI. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's like a dated UI. So you buy a smart TV, but you don't do anything smart when you go and watch set-top box. I'm really proud to say that Patchwall is India's first operating system that brings all the content from your set-top box and seamlessly integrates right on your homepage. So there is only one interface, only one remote, and it's all laid out in a beautiful content card, which obviously has your own personalized recommendation. Now our goal is to make sure that Mi Remote is the only remote that you'll ever reach out to. Let's take a look how it works. If you scroll on your homepage, there will be a section called On Air. These are actually all the content from your set-top box. With Mi TV and with the simple Mi Remote, with a single click, we'll automatically switch to the right HDMI source and the right channel. It's pretty cool, right? And all this is made because of this Mi-R cable. This is simply a plug-and-play cable. There's absolutely no configuration required whatsoever. We are supporting all the major set-top boxes out there. Over 3,500 DTH cable operators across 48 different brands. Now this was all possible thanks to our friends at Sansara. Where are you guys? Hi Bharat. I would like to thank the entire team. Thank you guys, we really appreciate for all the efforts. And this has truly been a great collaboration. And I can't wait to see what you guys are making next. All right, do you guys want to check out the TV? Yeah! All right, you sure you want to see the TV right now? Yeah! Okay, let's check the TV. This is the Mi LED TV 4. And I want to quickly show you a couple of things. The Mi coin that you've got, if you look at, if I put it this next to the bezel, it almost blends in. And if you can see on the other side, you'll see the coin almost disappears. This is how thin this TV is. It's really, really thin. Not just this, the TV also comes with brushed metal back, which gives you a really premium look. No matter if you tabletop it, this TV looks great from every angle. It also comes with the aluminum alloy stands to give and complete that premium look. Now, I also want to show you quickly about the patch wall. I did give a quick video, but I wanted to show it in person because it's really, really cool. So I'll walk over to the other TV which has been set up for us. But before I dive into the patch wall, I would like to show you this remote. Once again, it's really simple. Once you start using this, the great thing about this remote is you never have to look to the remote. You'll always looking at the screen. That's how simple this is. Now here's patch wall set up for us. I did tell you about the endless scroll, and this is how it looks. You literally can go on and on forever. Thank you. I also want to quickly show you about the linear TV integration. Here's X-Men from Star Movies HD. You know my TV will automatically switch to the right HDMI source and the right channel. Pretty awesome, right? Let's do that again. 10 sports? Okay, South Africa versus India is happening right now. Let's take a look. Not only that, we have a completely new UI to interact with your set-top box. With just one click, we overlay all the personalized recommendation right what you're watching on. You can also find the program guide. You can favorite your channels all using this simple remote. Now, some of you guys must know this. The back button on your set-top box usually toggles between two channels, right? But with our back button, you can toggle across all the channels that you've watched. Thank you. So that's a quick demo which I wanted to show you. Now, I'm sure you will start using this TV at the experience on a little later. But before we go on, I would like to share a short, small story. I used to be a Mi fan myself, and I met a friend